Why are you afraid of the dark? Why does your heart pound when a floorboard creaks in an empty house? The truth is far more unsettling than an overactive imagination. It's not about what's lurking in your room right now, but rather what your great-grandfather saw and felt decades before you were even born. There's a fascinating and rapidly evolving field of science called Epigenetics. It has provided concrete proof that extreme trauma can be physically and chemically hardwired into your genetic code through a process called DNA methylation. This means if your ancestors survived a waking nightmare, a moment of pure, primal terror, that memory wasn't lost to time. It was passed down to you, like a dark family heirloom, etched into the very blueprint of your existence. You're not just scared of the shadows. You're remembering them through a biological echo that has traveled across generations. To warn you of a danger your conscious mind can't comprehend. Take the haunting case of a man named Elias. For over 30 years, he suffered from the exact same recurring nightmare, one that left him paralyzed with fear every single night. In his dream, he was trapped in a suffocatingly dark, freezing cold room, filled with the overwhelming smell of wet earth and the bone-chilling sound of heavy military boots striking against ancient stone floors. Elias had lived a peaceful, modern life. He'd never stepped foot in a basement or a bunker that matched this description. Yet he could describe every hairline crack in the concrete and the specific rusted texture of the iron door latch with surgical precision. After years of psychological dead ends, Elias decided to dive deep into his own lineage. Using a DNA ancestry test and months of grueling research in forgotten military archives, he eventually uncovered a horrifying truth that had been scrubbed from his family's history. His great-uncle didn't just go missing in action during the chaos of 1944, as the family had always believed. Instead, his life was taken in a secret, unregistered underground bunker located in a remote forest in Eastern Europe. When Elias finally traveled across the world to find the ruins of that bunker, he collapsed the moment he stepped inside. He didn't need a map or a guide to navigate the labyrinth. He knew exactly which way the heavy steel door swung open, and his hand moved instinctively to the hidden latch that he had only ever touched in his dreams. He was experiencing a vivid sensory memory for a physical location he had never visited in his waking life, because his relative never made it out alive from that cold stone room. The terror of those final, agonizing moments was so powerful that it physically rewrote his great-uncle's genetic code. In a desperate, biological attempt to warn future generations of the threat, the great-uncle's physical self didn't survive. But the nightmare was passed down to Elias through his very blood as a permanent warning system. We often dismiss our deepest fears as irrational phobias. But what if they are actually the most accurate survival maps we possess? If you have an unexplainable, crushing phobia of deep, dark water, or a paralyzing fear of heights, or even a specific reaction to certain loud noises, it might be because someone in your direct bloodline lost their life to those exact things. Your DNA isn't malfunctioning. It's trying to keep you from suffering the same fate as the ones who came before you. When you look at your hands, you are not just looking at skin and bone. You are carrying the collective survival data of thousands of ancestors who never made it out of their own personal tragedies and wars. They are speaking to you through your anxiety, whispering to you through your cold sweats, because they want you to survive where they could not. Every time your skin crawls for no reason, it is a ghost in your genes pulling on a leash that was tied 80 years ago. This is the heavy burden of the inherited nightmare, a debt that every human being carries in their marrow. The life of your ancestor was taken so that you could be here today, but they left behind the coordinates of their own demise to ensure you never walk into the same trap. So tell me, what is the one recurring dream, or the one specific fear you've had your entire life that makes no sense in the context of your own experiences? We are looking for patterns in the comments that prove these memories are being shared. Comment your inherited nightmare below and describe the details you shouldn't know. We might just find someone else with the exact same memory in their DNA. Your past is not behind you. It is inside you, and it is waiting for the lights to go out to remind you why your ancestors never made it out alive. Thanks for watching.